Thank you for that, Osito. So we have major news that is coming up between today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's precisely, which the NFP. So I want us to be guided, not to lose focus, not to be lose guard, because this is the first NFP of the year, and it's very, very important we know how the market will reset. So this NFP will really set the market at years, stroke even to next week. So the major news that will reset the market is on Friday, tomorrow NFP and CPI. So we can see now that the new year, the US data has reset itself. So NFP now back to first Friday. No, yes. Now, okay. It's supposed to be last Friday because last Friday was festive period. So they moved it to Friday. The one we had in December was around whether on Tuesday. So thank God that it's back on Friday now. So guys, we must be so from next week, we really say, okay, this is position, this is what market is doing. So let's be guided. Then let's go to now, what is dollar really saying? For me, nothing has changed, right? Nothing has changed. From higher time frame, I see that dollar is making a serious corrective, a correction. So when we look at weekly now, weekly, so all we can see is that dollar is just ranging between this high and this low. So, but coming to daily, we have a very clear shift in market structure on daily perspectives. So this zone, this supply zone or resistance zone, it's a zone that I'm seeing that dollar may like to push to. Now that we have this place, I have a form of inducement for price. So we'll now wait for so this is a form of inducement for price, and so I'm seeing price going here. So from here, we'll now begin to look for what maybe opportunity for dollar. We don't know NFP. So NFP can push price here, then we have it collapse. And if we have it break, then here we come. It's serious support for price. The tendency that we're going up is there. So this high is a very crucial high that we want to see what the ration of what dollar will do. So I am not currently, if you go to smaller time frame, the dollar is currently bullish on a smaller time frame, but in higher time frame, it's just a corrective leg that we are seeing, right? So when you go to 4 hours now, so it's giving us a kind of bullish reading. So even 4 hours, it's just a pullback. So we are looking at this supply zone for maybe a sell opportunity. So Euro USD is dollar flip. So now on Euro side, on Euro USD side, overall structure is showing bullish. There we have that's a break of structure, our lower high, price came to discount, and we are happy. So for me, this high is still a weak high. That is a weak high, right? Because this low did not break. So if this low are breaking structure, will have made this high a strong high. So, but since we do not have a break of structure, so this high, we assume everything here as what? As one leg, the corrective, there we are having, okay, focusing on the opportunity for continuation for the upside on Euro USD. So, and even with the fractal structure, we are considering here we have this high that caused a break of structure to this low. Then we can now see that authentically the price has already break. We have another break of structure. So structurally, we have a break of structure. Fractally, we also have a break of structure to the ab. So both structure, both risk structure and fractal structure, all of them are showing bullish. So, and that's what I'm looking at. Okay, there's a demand there. Let's see what price we do as it come towards that demand. Although I have a pending order here since last week, he activated, it was in a profit, but now price is coming back. Well, that never panic. So until the only way that this my buy can become a bad buy, maybe hit stop loss. One stop loss is 18, and we have a daily candle close somewhere like this. Then meaning that this buying is now in void. They all will be looking at is a price coming to either become a resistance or supply zone. They can be looking for a short. So that is it. So it's two things. It's whether if I take a stop loss now, let's say this trade sell off and hit my stop loss, right? So now that will not prompt me to say, I will stay off. Then I will look at, because I know once price break this low here, then this bullish will change. This bullish will become what? Invalid. So once price break that low where I put my stop loss, then what we will see later is that price will now come back here. Then we now have price going down. So I cannot position for what? A sell opportunity. So, but for now, I'm still much bullish because I'm a trend follower trader. So I don't like counter trade. If I want to counter trade, I love to pick counter trade from early position. For example, when price was around here, we'll have the opportunity occur in the last to join. But here now, if you are selling now, if you go to smaller time, say, you say Euro USD is selling, fine. But where are you selling to? You already missed you can see where all the move started from. So if you look at all the move here, or you join from here, that will give you a little money. But it's a suicide. You are ready to give the market your money because we are selling to where? To demand zone. And we all know what happened on demand. Two things, whether the demand break or the demand reject and price going up. So Euro USD, for me, I still count it as a bullish trade, both on 4 hours and on daily. So I'm still bullish on Euro USD. So USD, then GU. So now GU is another thing, right? So we have a break of structure. So we have a break of structure, so on 4 hours. So let's stay with this 4 hours. On 4 hours, you can see that price has been what? Giving a break of structure. So where is our last low? So here become a low that price must not, that the bull must hold. Once this place fail, then we'll have this price. Let's say we have a breakdown. So here will become what? They will be looking to look forward a trade, a sell opportunity. So don't be deceived by all this push. Some of this push sometimes is a push that will lure you into sell. Immediately you sell, the next thing you will see is that price begin to push up. And you not begin to wonder that if they are monitoring your trade. So we need a clear direction. So on daily perspective, so you can see daily. Now, I wanted to buy around this zone, but I stopped buying And I'll tell you, when it comes to daily time frame, the difference between the euro and the GU. Structurally, euro is bullish, right? On daily time frame. Euro is bullish on daily time frame because since we have this last break of structure, we will not see a change of character below this low. So structurally on the higher time frame, euro is bullish. But on GU is bearish. And now this is the reason why I'm saying GU is bearish. So when we look at history, from you can see we have been bullish. Now we have this high, we have this low. What do you see? A lower high, a lower high. Then so officially, this is where what our GU change our character. So now here become what our swing high and our swing low. So if I put my this thing from this high to this low, you can see that we traded into premium. So if we trade into premium like that, so premium is for a sell. So higher time frame is reading for a premium. And if you look at this from this swing low to this swing high, so at least before a valid buy, it should be from this low because the oldest pole is one pole. Forget all these small break construction we are seeing. Everything here is one.
Can't hear you again. No.
Don't worry, I'm here. So everything here is still one pole, right? So now you must be cautious if this place is opportunity to look for a sell because this is one pole. Then if there will be a buy continuation, at least price will come to move 50% before maybe a continuation. So that is the reason why when I look at 4 hours, 4 hours gave me opportunity to buy here. I will show you. But going back to a higher time frame, 2 time frame above 4 hours, I heard that normally overall structure is bearish with chief character here, high and low. I went from this high to this low. Price came, and what price did? Price just tap into the imbalance on balance. Price tap into that imbalance. So that imbalance now hold price. That is one. Now, if we look at based on candle theory, now clear a previous high, tap into, and we have said, although for me, I'm not going to. The reason I don't want to say yet is I love to be in the institutional side, not to be liquidated. So we have this low that caused a little break of structure up. So can price come? This now you can see all this candle 1, 2. There's a candle called inside bar candle because look at this big long candle. We will not see another candle that close successfully. We will not see bearish candle successfully above this long bullish candle. So because we have not seen that, everything here is still bullish for me. So like a day trading will be opportunity to sell maybe on 1 hour or 15-minute time frame. I will show you now. We'll go to 15 minutes. That high will be what? Opportunity to sell if you want to join. That's why I said anytime you want to sell, you must watch where price is and where price is coming from. So you can see how the price tap into that high. Here we have what? A clear break of structure. So this pullback here will be what? Opportunity to get in for a sell. But where price is now, selling is a suicide mission. And I will tell you now, under 4 hours, we still, so daily, daily perspective is that we are still bullish on daily. We are still bullish because we have not successfully closed above this low that caused that high. So, meaning that on daily, we want to see a momentum that breaks this low. Once we have it, then here we become what? Then we can now maybe target this low for like a swing trade or any of this low. So, daily is still reading bullish. 4 hours. 4 hours is doing what? Bullish. So, the 2 higher time frame is still read bullish, but when it comes to 1 hour, 1 hour is already reading bearish, which is superior higher time frame. So now I'm watching closely. I would love to buy GU to continue buying, but this is the last demand zone we have. So I want to see what will happen at this demand zone. So this is a kind of situation where I use a confirmatory entry. So I want to see a price, if on 4 hours, if price reject this zone, could not break here, and I see maybe a Gulfy candle or any pin bar around here, then I can look for a buy, target this high, the stop loss will come below here. But whatever that make this 4 hours or daily break this low here and close with body, then guys, meaning that we have cheating market structure. So please watch this low carefully. It's a big decision. But if we have a week, let's say we have a week that week out this low, take liquidity from this low and reject it back again, then that can be what? A bullish for us. So whatever happens here is a very, very vital for us to take. So I hope I'm unable to break down what we try to see on GU. So GU is still bullish for now. Euro is still bullish for now. So on the proof otherwise. So as for gold, I point out this fair value gap that we may see a rejection. So for me, gold is on 4 hours. Here we have a shift of market structure. So what you can see now is that this is very simple. Price came back to where? To premium. And from premium, we have seen price retracing. So going to 1 hour time frame, you already see that price is creating, or we go to 15 minutes. So you already see that price already breaking structure on a smaller time frame. Right? So we already see break of structure on smaller time frame. So if you are a day trader on gold, what you should be looking is maybe opportunity to sell at any retracement. But my own overview is that this place now become what? A very strong zone. Okay, done it again. Let me extend it. This place become what? A very strong zone for me. So, and not only that, when price open on Monday, it creates a gap. So I would love to see if gold come back. Me, I just love to be on buy side on gold. So if price come back here, let me see if you can give me a bullish continuation there. Maybe we can continue. And if price, whatever that make price to close above this low here, then we are ready to have a deeper price. Whatever that make price close above this black line, then the next zone we'll be watching is this zone. So that's for gold. I know some of us trade gold, few of us trade gold. So we want to see now daily perspective. Gold in a smaller time frame is bearish. So if you want to sell, wait for a pullback. You can sell to this place and you make your money. Right. So let me do 1 or 2 before I leave the floor. I like to talk about AU. So my AU, I talked about this yesterday. So AU daily, we are still bullish, right? We are still bullish on daily. So although we have this guy that weak, that sweep. So now in this case now, we can look for a sell on a counter trade sell on AUD USD. And this is what we'll do. Now, this is the other block that base structure, right? So we cannot go to on daily, we see that this price take our liquidity here, and this is a close bearish. Today also is bearish. So maybe what you should do is you need now to come to smaller time frame, like 1 hour. So on that smaller time frame, be careful. We have a kind of demand zones, a kind of demand zone here, so that can reject price. So you want to be careful not to. For now, this is not advisable to sell, because if you are selling now, it's too small for you. The range you are selling to demand. So can price have some pullback? I tell you, any pullback, don't expect that price is going up. Any pullback is a pullback, maybe to settle this zone. So just watch AUD USD on a smaller time frame pullback, then you can look for a sell opportunity and take like 50 pips thereabouts, then before we can do so. Higher time frame wise, this guy is still on bullish range on higher time frame, and I am seeing price coming to this zone, at least even before the buy will continue. So everything here is an inducement for me. Everything is an inducement. This is where we have a valid break of structure. So this is an inducement. So if I want to buy, this is the zone I'll be looking for. What? A buy opportunity on GU, AU, I mean, sorry. So look at that on weekly, though the price action is not that friendly. So it's not that friendly. All we can see is that daily we are still bullish. 4 hours we are still bullish. That doesn't mean that you cannot get a sell around there then and hold it to this place. So if you are selling around there, your stop loss come above there, then you can hold your low to this demand zone. Before I go, let me Euro. I saw something on Euro GBP, and I want to talk about it. This guy here was a very. I think I started selling Euro GBP around there. Was a very good trade for me. I target this low. So going forward, what's happening Euro GBP now is that, okay, let's look where we are, because that is very, very important. Do we have a change of character now? No. So meaning that this bullish you are seeing is a very valid bullish that is going. Now, this is the last high we are, yes, that's our last break of structure on daily. So now that we have seen our last structure, then the next thing we need to point out is our high and our low. But when you come, this is the low. We could not have a successful change of character, break of structure, or change of character from that low. All we see is that liquidity was taken below that low, and then price. We have yesterday closed doji, and we have so with this, we can have a sense that, okay, price want to continue the up journey, although there are some obstacles on the road. So this is what I'm looking at. So come to 1 hour. This is where I want to buy this guy from. So yes. So we have, this is the last demand zone we have. Then, and we can barely say, okay, here, there's nothing on 1 hour, there's nothing like change of character here. Because look at, this is the last, where is the last break of structure we have? This is it, guys. This is our last break of structure. So don't be using small thing to be confusing. So here become our swing guy. So it means I can see some liquidity has created above on this line. So the tendency for us to trade at least to this high. So on 1 hour now, or let me go to 4 hours, yes. So on 4 hours, so this is our trading range on until price break here before we can say, okay, the bullish has really continued. Despite daily time frame is showing us a bullish continuation, we must able to marry daily time frame 4 hours and 1 hour to give us in one direction. So now daily has sweep liquidity, and we see that daily is giving us a kind of bullish continuation. But the bullish they have, we can't just bullish like that because we have some supply zone ahead of us. So for us to buy, we can buy. So, but when we are buying, I think we are buying to some of these zones. So this will now where the thing comes. So to buy Euro GBP now, we can now look, okay, we have a zone that caused a kind of momentum. So I think this will be the best way to take a risk. So taking a risk will be this, and our stop loss we come here. Reaching pips. So taking a risk that we can target 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. Yes, 1 to 3. So Euro GBP, if you are looking to buy Euro GBP, I think you should patiently wait. And this is the best zone to look for. As for me, if we look for what opportunity to buy, stop loss come below this swing low, you can target 3 to 1. So those of us that are high to trade Euro GBP, this is positions for you. You can take it or you can leave it. So I think these are the things. Let me stop here so that I can give Sito to share his own view in the market. All right. So any question before I step out? Any question? Okay. Don't worry. Sito, we analyze every trade you want us to see. Sito, we analyze it. Okay, NU is giving me serious. I mean, NU trade. I'm a kind of trader that once I set a trade, I set and forget. It's whether my trade hits stop loss or it hits the profit, because I believe in my strategy. I backtest it. I started giving me at least 60% win rate. So whenever I set trade, when I see a good trade and I set it, I don't look back on that trade again. I don't look back. Like this guy now, this is a very good trade, which a kind of bullish that I saw, clear break of structure, and we have price. No, initially I was happy when we have this. Look at this guy. Let's look at this thing together. It means that I'm doing it. Price, look at this. Price tap into demand. Though this is my entry, though. Price tap into demand and give all this a clear bullish this thing. When you come to 2 hours, you can see that this is a very displacement, a change of, but it's like US is strong. And we're looking at, okay, price come back here, that will continue. But you can see what price is doing. So I'm still on this trade. I was in profit to this place. You can see this was a very good, massive profit. But my style of trading is set and forget. So since I'm a swing trader, so for now, my profit has come back to loss. But this is my stop loss. If you hit stop loss, I will update us. And if you bounce back, I also update us. So I'm still in this trade. But if you are not in, please hold on, because the kind of momentum I'm seeing now, we may likely break down. Yes, we may likely break down. So If your loss is still small, you can cut your loss. So don't you are not me, I'm not you. Because when you see momentum like this, based on my experience, we may break down, then that may be a change of trend for this guy. That may be a change of trend for this guy. So, but I'm not cutting my trade. I will allow to hit stop loss. And that is why before I go into a trade, I have defined how much I am willing to lose. So whatever that trade is doing, I am not panic. And that is the professional way to trade. So thank you, everyone. Sit over to you. You can share your insights. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Val. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone, once again. It's good to be here with us this beautiful morning. Please, I hope my my screen is up. I hope my screen is all right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. So let's quickly look at one or two things, and then we'll just to add to what we have already had, and then we'll call it a day. Let's check let's check US 30. Let's check US 30. US 30. You know me, I'm a day trader. I want to be dealing with what's happening in a day, and I'm good. Right, so US 30 is giving us a nice pullback. Let me check from the weekly time frame. So there's no problem. We know that we are at all-time highs already. So we're just trying to pull back. So the thing is that when the market does all these moves, either to the upside or to the downside, I call them expansions, right? So when the market gives an expansion, either to the upside or to the downside, price has to do a retracement. He has to retrace to fill up whatever thing was left, maybe a fair value gap in the market, or to mitigate an area. Mitigation is like a touch of an area before it now continues in that direction. So what does that mean? So if price did something like this, it needs to come back to mitigate this area before it continues, and then it does the same thing. We know that the repetition of this is simply basic market structure. This is price giving you basic market structure move. So what are we seeing here on US 30? US 30 is giving us something like this. All right. And then so we're very much interested in what price has to do when it comes back to this area for us to continue the buys. Can you see that? And now something has happened here. I like areas in the market where price has interacted with before in the past. Why? It makes those areas to be 10 times stronger than if they were just standing alone. Okay. So, and I call those kind of areas key levels. For me, I call them key levels, areas that price has played around, has interacted with before. So when price comes back, I'm interested in price buying. Good. So this is on the daily time frame. We are having this zone now. Look at how this zone, how price expanded from that zone to the upside. So we're expecting a pullback inside this zone before we fly up again. Is that okay? Now, you can also see that we have this huge fair value gap. All right. We have this huge fair value gap. And we know that price is designed to do two things: to sweep, to attack liquidity, and to what? And to rebalance any old imbalance. So we know a fair value gap is an imbalance in the market. You can call it an inefficiency. So that's what I'm looking at here. So I'm looking at price dropping inside this place. Then I can now go to the H4 to look for my confirmation system. And then I can trade from here. This guy now is now serving as my what's it called? My inducement. Okay. This guy is going to serve as my inducement for what price is going to do around here. Okay. So whatever mode of confirmation you use, that's fine. If you decide when price tops this area, you decide to go to the 1 hour 30 minutes to see a change of character like this, then you can just buy from here all the way till this high here. Is that okay? You can just go ahead and buy from here all the way till this high. So US 30 is giving us this very nice build up, and I'm very much interested. Let me see what's happening on this H4. H4 also giving us a high here. Oh, that's nice. That's nice too. We'll see H1. Okay. It's still developing. It's still developing. All right. So you see, we have different areas where we want to buy from, but majorly and most importantly, it is this area on the daily time frame. So we're going to be patient to see what US 30 can do for us today. Okay. Let me see CAD JPY. These JPY pairs, I mentioned it the other time that they are doing major reverse retracement. Okay. They are retracing because they have somewhere they want to go and pick up from. Okay, just like what I explained now, that after expansion, price likes to do what? Price likes to retrace to somewhere before it begins a new move. So for these JPY pairs, I'm going to go ahead and mark out this area. And this is where I'm expecting this CAD JPY to trade into before we start a new buy. So what do you see here? You see that we had a sweep of liquidity here. There's a sweep of liquidity here. Then we had a break of structure at this juncture. Good. Now, what do you see here? This guy that is lying down here is a what? It's an inducement. Is that okay? This guy that is lying down here is inducement. So this is to trap early buyers. You know, people who want to buy from here. People who see here as their order block, right? So that when price stops here, they will just want to press buy. And then so this inducement is here to carry the early people. Okay, so we are going to position ourselves down here so that when price stops here, we can now do what? We can now join the trend and play along until we get to whichever drawn liquidity which we are having up here. This is like a final DOL, all right? Because see what price did. Price did this and then expanded all the way till this high. So if price does a retracement, which is currently doing inside this guy, and it buys, it has to go back and do what? And reach that DOL before it starts a new retracement and, you know, and continues like that. Is that okay? So what I'm looking at for CAD JPY is for price to trade into this fair value gap area, and this is our inducement. Is that okay? So anything from this region is good enough for me for us to start looking for possible buy trades. All right. So we're going to position ourselves. We're going to stay tuned and see how we can make some money from this zone. I'll be very active at that zone. All right. What else is there? Same view for, you know, these guys are intertwined. Same view for Euro JPY. You know, we do day trading. We just want to see what we can get out of a day, then we're good. So, but we need to be very patient, no matter the trading style you do, right? Whether it's intraday, me, I do days to intraday. Sometimes I can have a trade that can run for a day too, and then I'm out, right? And then some people do weeks, months. That's good. If you have the grace for that, that's very, very good. You can go ahead and do that. So the same thing that CAD JPY is doing, Euro JPY is giving us that same behavior. Sweep, break, and then what? An inducement. So what we are going to do now is everything that is happening here is a retracement. All right. And then it's a retracement. Let me see. This is something. I think it was on the weekly. Yeah. See what the weekly did. When this thing was about to start, weekly first of all swept the previous week's high. All right, to indicate that it wants to start the fall. Okay. And then this was a way you would have joined in on that sell. This was the way you would have joined in on that sell. This Euro JPY sell, you know, to come all the way. And then there's another one that's formed here. So when you see price do something like this, when price trades around an area multiple times, right? You can always look to trade back. When price is retracing back to that place, you can always look to continue, right? The same thing happened here. I think we talked about this guy yesterday, that this is a zone that Euro JPY is going to use to trade back down. I think I mentioned this guy yesterday, that this is the zone that we're going to expect some sales from. Why? Because price is not just doing these things out of you know, randomness. No, everything that is happening is well accounted for. All right. So when price takes its time to print all these kind of areas, all right, and then it now breaks it, or he prints these kind of areas, then he now breaks it. It's very, very intentional. Is that okay? It's very, very intentional. So what is going to happen is that when price goes back to those areas, it's going to trade back down. So all of these are just retracement models while we are waiting for the main move to happen when we come back inside of here. Okay, so if you see counter trend, of course, you have to trade counter trend very, very carefully while we wait for the main move that we're looking for. All right, so I think this same thing happened on GU. Let me quickly reiterate what happened on GU. So yes, GU we're still bullish on GU, okay? But we saw something. There was something. That was number one was this guy. It was pointed out yesterday. Number one was this high. Something happened on the weekly time frame that caught my attention. And then weekly also was sweeping the previous week's high. So you see, we had number one here, we had number two here, and then the daily time frame also was giving us a sweep of the previous day high. So all these were confluences for us to look for some sells. And like I said, I do day trading, and then I'm fine with what I can get out of the day, right? And then yesterday, you see that we had this most recent, as at yesterday, this was where price was. And then it was called that when we get this closure, this body closure like this, all right, when we get this body closure, that if we close below this line that I drew, that we can have a retracement and sell from there. And that is exactly what price did yesterday. Is that okay? So when you have all these key levels and area that price has interacted with, okay, when price finally goes to, after playing with that zone, it now goes to break that zone, either to the upside or to the downside, all right? When it comes back for that zone, it's a very powerful zone to continue selling. All right, so please just add that to your arsenal, and it's going to be very, very helpful to you as a trader. So that is what happened. So the same thing that I just showed you on EuroJPY happened here on GU, and that is where this trade came about. All right, and then you can see the very massive dump since that time till now. All right, so we're still going to wait.
AUD and ZD, please, sir.
All right, I'm coming. Give me a second. I'll get to that. What's the time? Well, let me do. Somebody asked something before. Okay, NU. Okay, Mr. Val has done that already. Okay. Let me see CHF, and then I'll check here on. All right. So something is happening here on NZD CHF. So we have noticed that these NZD pairs have been dropping for a while now. Okay, they have been dropping for a while now. Something has happened here. We know when we have a major high in the market like this. This is a major high. See? This was a major high. It was supposed to be a protected high. Are we together? Good. So when price goes to take a major high with a what? With a wick. No, so you see, the body does not go to close. No, it's just the wick of the candle that goes to pierce through, and then it comes back down. That's always a sign, right, that we are going to experience reversal. Is that okay? So this was a major high on the daily time frame. Price came and just pierced it with the wick of the candle. You see, the body was not strong enough. Because if the body closed, you know that yes, we want to continue to that direction. But the fact that we had a wick piercing a major high and then rejecting to the downside, that's a sign, right, that we are going to experience some sell-off. Good. So after this happened, we go to the H4. What does the H4 say? You see that H4 has gone ahead to do what? To expand. So this expansion, you can see it as an alignment. Okay. So it's basically saying that, okay, what happened on that daily time frame? H4 is now giving you what? It's now giving you his thumbs up. Is that okay? So daily gave us a cue, let me say a signal that something wants to happen. So H4 has gone ahead to give us what? To give us a confirmation that yes, so that daily information, I am in line with it. All right. And so that's why we are having this. We are having this, what's it called? This expansion to the downside. Good. So this is how we do top-down analysis. So what's the next thing now? Let's see. The next thing is to look for entries. Now, this zone already has a, I like fair value gap for my entries. This zone already has a fair value gap. So I would probably just look to enter. Yeah, 2i is looking good too. I'll probably just look to enter straight from there. Let me see. And the 1R. So this guy has this curvy look, which always gives me a little bit of a problem. Personally, I like it when it's more of a sweep and then it breaks. Then I just go from there. But it's fine. There's no problem. This zone is still very active. So what happens is that when price comes here, price can do either of two things. It will either do a break like this on the 1 hour or 45 or sometimes 30, and then you can now sell. That is one. Stay with me. That is one. Two is that when price comes inside here, it can do what is called a fully bearish engulfing candle formation. So you see, let me see if I can see something like that in this my screen and just show you. See this. Look at this. So you see how this candle was so big that it fully engulfed this other candle that was here. So that kind of situation can happen in a bearish scenario. All right. So that's another way to look for confirmation. All right. So when price trades inside this place, you can have this, or you can have the traditional new expansion. Then you trade from the new expansion. So these are the two ways you can always scale into trades that are around your point of interest. Okay. So usually I would have just told you, go ahead and sell from here. Honestly, in fact, if you want to do that, you are free, but you have to cover your SL here, and then you trade till this low. Now, if you want to refine the area, you now follow what I just said. Okay, you look out for what price does around this line. Okay, either it does a traditional expansion, then you trade, or it does what? It does a fully bearish engulfing candle formation like this, and then you do what? And then you can now join in for the sell. Okay, so that's my view for NZD-CHF, and I think it's okay for us. So that's what I'm going to. You said AUD-NZD, right?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
AUD-NZD, AUD-NZD. What do I'm like anything in there? Let me see. What's that guy saying? What is this guy saying? Let me break it down from highest time frame. So let me go from the weekly. I like to go from weekly. Okay, we are very bullish now. So this is a weekly key level for much later, not now. Our own is what can we make today? Does it make sense? If you have any trade today, we take. If you don't have, we go. So this one is for much later. So whenever price comes here, I'm going to expect a buy. So I leave that. I go. I'm scaling in now. I go to the daily. Okay, daily had its own here. Daily had his own break of structure here. That I see this place used to fire up. So that one has happened. Now the most recent one that has happened is this guy. This is the most recent one that has happened. But let me use a natural line. This is the most recent expansion that has happened. Can you see that? And then that thing I just showed you, fully bullish engulfing candle. See it here. This is it. See the way this candle is so big, it fully engulfs the previous candle. Am I correct? Good. So what is my plan now? My plan is, how can price come inside this area to give me a buy so I can continue? Is that okay, please? My view is, how can I continue this buy? How can I continue this buy that's already started? So what do we do now? I can see, let me delete this. I can see a sweep here. I can also see a break. Good. And I can also see some liquidity being built here. So I like this zone. I like this zone. I like what's happening here. Why do I like this zone? Because of what? Because there is a fair value gap here. So there's a fair value gap. There is inducement. There is a sweep of liquidity. Let me add this guy to my watch list. There's a sweep of liquidity here, and then there is a break with the body of the candle. So I am very much interested in what price has to do here. So this is a big SL. In case you want to refine it, that's fine. So I mean, it gives you 2R upon reaching this high, it gives you 2R. So that's not bad at all. So you can enter this trade like this. Either you want to enter from this my expansion line that I drew, or from the fair value gap. So you can enter like this. Sunday, are you there?
Sir.
So this
Yes,
is the
sir.
trade. This is the trade.
Okay, sir.
Okay. This is the trade. This is how we're going to continue this trade. All right.
Sir, please
Okay,
take
this is
1 hour, sir.
nice. So everybody, this guy looks very good. Please, we can go ahead and place limits. What do you
Sir,
say?
check 1 hour, sir.
1 hour. What's happening on 1 hour? 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 Nothing. There's nothing on 1 hour now. Are you trying to buy from here?
It's because you have two demand there. That is why. I mean,
That's
supplies on
this
the.
supply. This guy,
These two that is as is all at the same. Yes, there. Are we going to wait for
wait, you want
retracement?
to sell from here?
No, like buy, sir.
No, okay. No, this supply does not have anything to do with us. We are very bullish, please. So
Okay.
personally, I'm waiting for this guy. Okay. The only thing that will make me move on from here, are you there? The only thing that will make me
Sir.
move on from this zone is if we finally go somehow and break this high, and then price gives me something very tangible around here, then I can turn my focus to what's happening here to continue. Is that okay, please?
Okay, sir.
So for now, please, everybody, we can go ahead and look at a trade here. Let me just give the entry price and stop loss. The entry price is 1.16106. The stop loss is 1.15784. And then the TP is the high. TP is just that high that is lying down there. TP is 1.16930. So please, this is a buy limit, so it's not a market execution. Go and place buy limits. Buy limits. Place your buy limits on AUD NZD. Okay, buy limits on AUD NZD, please. I think we are good. There's no invalidation, right? Okay. I think we are good. This is a trade. If there's maybe by tomorrow, if the trade does not trigger and there's a different information, I'll let you know if you should still keep it and more probably delete it. All right. So that's that from me for today.
Thank you, sir.
That's that from me for today. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Please.
Thank you, sir.
Very carefully. NFP is ahead of us, so maybe we just leave Euro USD family and do other currency like that. Euro GPP is good. Then this one that Chef that Frito point out is good. So between today and tomorrow, we're going to have crazy movement on USD family. Please, maybe you should stay aside for now. My kindly advice. All right,
Yes, sir.
thank you. See you tomorrow.